Hey guys, MCTripper here, back to bring you another video. Yeah, you might be a little confused. This is a new kind of video for me. Crafting video. We are going to make a bed for Briar Beauty from the Ever After High dolls. So excited. Let's jump right in. I don't want to waste any of your time because I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but let's just get right into it. Okay, so to begin, you want to get some cardboard. Just get from any box. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not too thin. You can see here. Main part of the bed, that she would lay on, about 14 inches long, 5.5 inches wide. That's approximate. I recommend measuring the cardboard with the doll just to get an idea of exactly how to do it. Just it's just a log piece. And also have some headboards and footboards. I can't give you exactly the dimensions because they're kind of, random. You can do any design you like. This is, you can see here, just some ridges and a point at the top. You can do anything you like. So yeah, so after you have cut out your cardboard, you take it and you grab some construction paper. I'm doing pink and black because that's her color theme for her character and doll, but it doesn't have to be all the same. I'm going to do it differently, so really you can do it however you want. And like I said, if you're doing this for a different doll but want to know how to do a basic bed, then you can totally do that. You can do it however you want, but I'm going to use hot glue to glue this over, and I will be right back. Okay, after you have your cardboard covered in paper, see I did the main one light pink and two darker, pink magenta kind of. After you have that, I had an idea, a great idea for this bed, and what I'm going to do is, you can see here, I got this little template. Doesn't match the color scheme, but that's actually purposeful because I'm going to use this. You can see it, yeah. I'm going to use this to trace out two different designs on black paper, and I'm going to glue them onto the headboard and footboard. This kind of you can see the design. It's kind of, goes like that. It's kind of vine-y-ish, like simple, because obviously it's really hard to make these designs. Like you see, it's not perfect, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm going to trace those out, see how they look, and if I like them, I'll glue them on and I'll show you guys. Be right back. Alright, so now that you have that, really cool headboards. Now, the next thing is to take some wooden dowels. You can just buy these at all kinds of stores. Bought these at Walmart. But you take these, and we're actually going to paint them black. Now, you can probably do this a couple different ways. I'm going to use acrylic paint, which it's nicer because it doesn't take as long to dry. And I'm going to paint four of these black, all around. And then you just let them dry. It's really like any other paint. So I'll be back after I painted these, and yeah. Okay, be right back. Okay, so when painting the wooden dowels, just lightly spread paint over it. It doesn't have to be too thick, and which it's you don't want to do it too thick, but don't do it so thin that you'll have to do like 10 coats. It should lay nicely. If you're using some other kind of paint, I'm not sure, but like I said, what's best about acrylic is it dries good pretty fast. So when you're doing crafts, it's perfect if you don't want to spend like days and days. So just do it like that until you have all of them painted, and I will be right back when all of these are done. Okay, now you should have all your 4 wooden dowels painted black. That'll be perfect. I know it's hard to paint circular things, but I did my best. I think they look pretty good for, you know, being round and, you know, black. It's really hard to paint black with anything. But now we have the laying part of the bed, we have the headboard and footboard, and we have the posts. So, finally, after all this work, it's time to put it all together. Like, there'll still be more details, but this is the main part. So, I'm going to get my glue gun ready, and then I will show you guys, step by step, how to put it all together. So, I will be right back with the glue gun. Okay, I have my glue gun here. I use a smaller glue gun, just because it's the one somebody had, and I use it now. Now, this is going to be a little tricky, so this is really actually a bit subjective to your opinion on how high or low you want it. You really have to be careful. You want to really make sure that it is, you know, it's straight as possible and it's really where you want it, because now once you glue it, it's really not worth trying to move it because it'll just rip the paper and it'll look bad. And you know, I have some little marks and scrapes in the space, but don't worry about it, because for one, you know, as long as you like it, it's fine, and two, it's like, you know, also to ease your mind, like for this part, you won't even be seeing this very well, so it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to take a minute, try to figure out where I want it, because I don't want to try to rush on camera and mess it up. So after I figure that out, I'm going to glue it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh yes, this is very, as they say in the ref, hi, awesome. Yeah, I like it so far. A little wobbly, but you can't really expect less from cardboard, and especially how long the bed is. But you know, I wanted to have it just like, it might not have to be this long, but I wanted a little room. You know, I want our bed to be full of pillows out. You know, this will go on in the decorating stage, but yeah, I think you can see it. So yours should look like this. It should be pretty much straight across, and one side might be a little harder than the other. That's actually, well, it wasn't purposeful, but it was actually kind of worked out. So yeah, this is it so far. The next part has to do with these black wooden dowels you painted, and I painted. We all painted. Now, the way this is going to work is it's going to be connected like this. Okay? Can you see? I think you can see. It's just going to be connected at the sides of the footboard and headboard and footboard. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be tall enough. I already kind of tested it out, and you know, she's gonna be just a little lower than it, and when she's sitting or laying on the bed, it'll be fine. So, okay, again, well, I guess I can show you one so you can have an idea of what to do, but the rest I'm going to do off camera. So, let me see the edge, you know, just the side edge. You're going to put some glue on there. Just, you know, don't put too much, but, you know, make sure you have enough. And real quickly, because hot glue dries really fast, press it on there now. Yeah, that looks good. I'm knocking everything over in the background. And just hold it there for a second. Just be positive. It shouldn't. Usually it doesn't take long to dry. It's the epicness and horrible epic failureness of hot glue. That feels really sturdy, so this is actually going to work great. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to do the other 4, and I'll see you in a moment. Alright guys, I'm back, as you can see, and I'm really happy with this bed right now. All the 4 posts up. And as a special treat, I had this idea since I started the bed. You can see I got some frills. Yeah, and I love them. They actually look a lot better than I had hoped. You see, all you have to do if you want to do these, this is tulle, black tulle. You can, if you want to do it like exact, you know, which you don't have to, but if you want to, you can buy this at a craft store. I got it like, I think it was like probably scrap section or something. But if you want to do this, all you have to do is put some hot glue and then press it down and like layer it. You know, like if you're making a poofy skirt or something for a doll, or real life, but whatever. So you do that, but be really careful. I would recommend using something else to press it down, because you don't want to burn your hand, because tulle isn't actually like, it's not really a solid. So, you know, exactly, if you know what I mean. It's not very thick, so if you press it down, it's not going, it might burn you, so I would be really careful. But if you do that, you know, it looks really epic. So, I hope you guys like this so far. I'm going to cut out the blanket material, and I will show you guys what it looks like in a minute. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back again. You can see I made the blanket. I love it. I love this material. It looks really great, especially for her. Yeah, over here. Alright. So this material is kind of velvety. It's soft. It's really nice. And I bought this for another project. And this is scrap. But let's cut out a big, like, rectangle or square. And you see, it's kind of hanging on the side, which I actually wanted. Which, you know, that's why there's nothing under the bed. And on the sides, it's just, you know, like, it would look weird. But, you know, I just think that looks better. Because, you know, she's a royal and never tidy. She needs an elegant bed. And so, yeah. And I left it over here. It doesn't really matter what you do. Because it could go back and cover that little piece of pink. But I wanted it to cover the most of the bed. So, yeah. And you can, if you're really fancy and into this, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. But that's what I'm doing for now. Now, the next part that would be best is to do the posts, because I'm going to have fabric hanging in these posts, which will be super epic. So I'm going to play around with that, and when I get back, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'll be right back, and I will show you how to do that in a moment. Alright, now, as you can see, I've already done 3 of these. Test it out. And so when you do it, it's really simple. And how you do this is you take some tulle. I got white tulle here. Originally I thought I had pink tulle, but I don't. Even though I think this is better because it adds some differentiation, you know, to the whole thing. Like, it's not just pink and black, but you just have some silver, which is kind of close. So you take some white tulle. I have it doubled over, so it's like, you know, it's longer, but it's doubled. And all you do, you take this, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it's gonna look bundled up. And you see, top of the post, you can see, I really hope you can see, it is tied at the top. All you do, if you do a simple tie, it doesn't have to be a knot, because, you know, it's really hard to tie these sometimes. You put it around the tulle, and put it like this, and you just tie it like you would tie anything else, pretty much. Like this. See? And turn it. And when you just do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to do that off camera, because as you can see, it gets it's kind of hard to see. I had to raise the camera up a bit, so I'm going to be right back and I'll do that, and then I will show it to you. Alright, as you can see here, I cut off the trim, tied it on the other side. It doesn't look perfect, but you can do it however you want. If you know what I mean. If you have another way, you can totally do it, but that's the way I'm doing it. Now, for the next part, we only have a couple of steps left. Yay, we're almost done. Now the next part, we're going to use some of these beads. You might not be able to see them too well. You will be able to see them better in the final pictures, but they're just purple, they're just small. I did one to see how it looked. I like it a lot. So all you gotta do, it's simple. Hot glue it, put the bead on top. It's pretty, you know, easy. So, and like I said, they're just light purple. They don't match your color scheme perfectly, but YOLO, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to do the other 3. No point in doing them on camera because you really can't see that well. Hopefully I'll have some better camera positionings in the future, but until then, you're going to have to deal with it. So yeah, I'll be right back And yeah, BRB. Alright, now the next step is pillows, which this is one of the final steps. And to do this, you are going to take two little circles, big circles, think out huge circles. Just, compared to the doll, think of pillows compared to them. And I'm going to do a lot of pillows in the end, but for this video's benefit, I'm just going to do one or two. So, just to show you how to make it, and, because if you know how to make pillows, you can totally just skip this part of the video. Like, if you made beds before, or if you've sewn before, you can totally just skip the next how long. But for people who don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you. Now, if you don't know how to sew, you can either go watch another video, because it is definitely not going to be about how to sew. This is just going to be, because even there's different ways to sew. It just depends how you want to do it. So, to begin with, you're going to take your two little squares. Mine are pink and they are felt. You can use anything you want, as long as it, matches the color scheme. So you don't have to have felt, this is just what I had. And you're going to take a needle and some thread. Now make sure, if you traced it or something, make sure that side is out, because when you flip it inside, right side out, it'll end up being. But when you do that, this will be on the inside, so you won't see it. That's why you want it to be like that. You're just going to take a needle, your needle and thread, and it doesn't matter which side you do it. Like, sometimes it would matter, but not for pillows. Alright, sorry, you can't see that, but just pull it through, you'll have a little knot, but like I said, it doesn't matter. You won't see this from the outside when it's done. So, yeah, and then for our purposes, well, I think I'm going to do is the stitch like this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The stitch that I'm doing is, instead of doing it like this, where you go into the side and you go out the other side and that, I can't see, like this, and you go in and you go on the other side, I'm going to do it over and then come back to this side and go over again and do that, because when you turn it over, I think it'll look better. So yeah, you can see that. I hope you can see. I'm really sorry about some of seeing this. It's not very easy, but I'm doing my best. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll show you how to stuff it. Because make sure you don't do all of it. Leave a big enough space where you can put stuffing in. So don't make it too small. Bigger is better, but you don't have to leave a ton, because you're going to be sewing this on the outside after you put stuffing in. But if you know this, don't worry about it. So I'll be right back after I've sewn this, and yeah, I will be right back. Alright, now you should have this, something about this. I know it might be a little ugly because you can see the black thread that I use, but I don't really mind actually. I think it gives it a good look. Now, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to take some stuffing, or cotton balls, like I said. You can use cotton balls too, and you're going to stuff it into this hole that you have kept open. I kept mine a good amount big, so it's easier to do this, and also it was easier to turn right now. I would say that's good. Fluffy. No. See that? Okay. Now, I'm going to sew this up. And you do this, I'm going to do it exactly how I did it before I turned it right side out. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm done. My cute little pink pillow. Like I said, I know it's not perfect. Like, really, ideally, he would use pink thread, and he'd probably do a better job. But I'm not the best at sewing. If you want to learn how to sew better, a lot better than me, you can totally just look it up on YouTube. There's tons of videos, because that's where I first learned the basics on sewing. But really, I don't think this is too bad. Also, I think the black gives it an edge, you know? You just put it on here, and it's not the biggest pillow, but it's good enough for me. You probably can hear that, but yeah. And also, I got this You don't need this. You definitely don't need this, because I don't know if anybody else has this, but it was just a strap, some extra something that I got from a bag from somewhere. But you know, it has those sparkly things that you see on clothes or shoes or whatever, and I just rolled it up and glued it, and I thought it looked good enough. So yeah, now like I said, really neat. Do a lot more pillows. When I'm actually going to do off camera, I'm going to do a lot more pillows. You're probably not going to see in this video, because it's going to take a long time, because this took long enough. Then maybe you'll see it again in another video, and you can see all the other fun pillows. Now, I'm going to do a couple last finishing touches, and then I'll come back and show you, and then we'll get to see it done. We are almost done. So yeah, I'll be right back after I've done those last little things. So yeah. Alright guys, got the camera and you can see it is done. Yes, I have her sitting on the bed. I love it. See, what I did is I added these things. It's just pink ribbon and glued at the top and the bottom and tied around. I wanted it to kind of look like a vine, because originally I was going to do it green, but I thought that would look too much off her color scheme, so I just did pink, and I think it still looks pretty good. And I didn't really do much else. You know, I have these pillows here, that one that we made, and yeah, and I added these things. They're just, it's a silver tool, kind of like sparkly, and all I did was sew them where they kind of stick up a bit. Might add more later, but I didn't want to, you know, overdo it for this video. My first craft video, and yeah, so this is pretty much done. Here she is in her bed. Yeah. If you guys like this video, please tell me, you know, below what you thought was great, what you thought was bad, what I could improve on, you know, and also tell me, you know, what you might want to see next, if you want to see more of these craft videos. And I might be doing another video similar to this. Not a craft video, but having to do with my dolls. Very soon, I might. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'll leave you with this. Like if you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. MCTripper here and out. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.